Hey guys, this is EB here with Macintosh Tips. Today we'll be working on desktop organization, how to work a little faster around your desktop, mainly expose. And we're going to work on three things. It's one, we're going to work on hot corners. Two, we're going to work on your spaces. And three, we're going to work on a new application that I found. It's called ShadowBook. Alright, so that's the three applications we're working on today. Alright, first it will be your hot corners. Go ahead and open up System Preferences. Once System Preferences is open, you want to go to your desktop, which will be your personal desktop. And you have two options. You have desktop and screensaver. Go ahead and go to your screensaver menu. Alright. Down in the left bottom corner, you'll have a button called Hot Corners. Go ahead and click on that. Alright, you'll have four corners here. Alright. Left top, right top, left bottom, right bottom. Alright. You can set the corners to whatever you'll see the little triangles here in the corner. You can set the corners to whatever you want them to be. Okay, I'm gonna set this one as my screensaver. So if I'm not working on my desktop, working on my laptop very long, I'll just put my cursor in the corner and it'll kick on my screensaver. That won't be my widgets on my dashboard. This one will be to clear everything off and show my desktop. And of course, like I said, you can personalize it and put it out however way you want it. And this will be all windows, showing all windows. Put them all on your desktop in kind of a clutter form so that you can see what you're dealing with and what applications are open. Okay. Once you have them all set, you can press OK and close out of your System Preferences. Alright. Once you got all of your hot corners in, then you just take your cursor and say I've got iDVD open and I've got just internet open and just stuff. Alright, and they're all over my desktop. And I can't really be very organized because I just got stuff. Alright, and say I want to, I'm not working on my laptop very much, and I of course want to save battery. So I take my cursor and I'll take it to the top left, which is my screensaver, and I'll just stick it in that cursor and it'll start my screensaver. And mine is water flowing on the screen, so that's that. Alright. The next one, which will be on my bottom left, I set it as my dashboard or for my widgets. And you just take your cursor and put them right down there. And if you I've got iStat Pro here, stuff like that. And we've done a widget video, so you guys can watch that and understand what the widgets are. Alright, so you can see how it pops up just like that. My top right will be to clear all of my stuff off, and I set it as desktop. And desktop means it takes all of your stuff and it clears it right off your desktop. So say I want to pull this file off or look through my hard drive, I can do that. Because the applications are documents, close that out and go back to what I was working on. Okay. And last thing is if I'm here and my last thing is all windows. So if I take my cursor and say I've got a cluttered desktop like I do, then I can just go to here to this corner, whatever is set for all windows, and you can see it opens. If I put my cursor over it, it goes as like a blue color, like a blue tint over it. And say I want to go to this website, and then I want to go back to iTunes to change the song, so I can go back here to iTunes, and then I want to go back here to iDVD. Okay, so that's here, and then I want to clear it off, look at my widgets, start my screensaver. And so that's the basics of that. Alright, let me clear out some of the applications here. And we will go to the next one, which is Spaces. Alright. When you open up Spaces, which will be in your System Preferences, then you can take Spaces, it'll be right there, Expose and Spaces. Okay, Expose, which is your hot corners, like I just showed you, and Spaces, right here. Alright, whenever you open up Spaces in your System Preferences, you can do, I think, I just set mine as 2 or 3. You can do up to 8 rows up and down, and 4 rows across, or columns or whatever. 8 rows, 4 columns. Okay. So I'm just gonna get 2 for now. Okay, just to make it easy. And as Spaces opens up, you'll see a little thing right here. And it'll say 1 and 2, and of course you can open Spaces Preferences, which opens this right here. So I'm gonna minimize that. And so say I'm working on my iTunes. Here you got Spaces right here in your dot, and I'm working on iTunes. So I'm gonna take my iTunes and pop it open. Alright, So iTunes opens up, and that's in my Spaces 1, and you'll see a little 1 or 2 or whatever it is right there in that corner, that little window. All right, and then I want to have all of my internet sites in number 2. So I'll just open up Spaces. Sorry about that. I open up my websites, hit Spaces, take these websites and just drag them over. Alright, so I'll look over here, and I've set mine is the control button, or the command button, and then you just use the arrow keys. You can use the shift or whatever button you want. So I hit command left, command right, command left, command right. Alright, you can see them flipping all around and this stuff. Alright, so that's the basics of Spaces. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and quit Spaces. Like I said, you can open up to a bunch of different spaces, and once you quit Spaces, everything goes back to that one window, so you're not losing anything. It doesn't get confusing. Okay. All right. The last thing I want to talk about is a new application I found called ShadowBook. All right. This only works if you have a new MacBook, the new unibody MacBook that just came out with the backlit keyboard, or if you have a MacBook Pro, which obviously is newer or older, it's going to have your backlit keyboard. Alright, and there's 2 websites you want to go to. One is this one right here, and this is the main website for the thing. You can just type in ShadowBook right here, and it'll come up with the first one on Google, and it'll say a gentler kind of SmackBook. And of course, you guys have heard of SmackBook. You hit the side of your computer. I don't know anybody want to hit their laptop like that, but it's supposed to turn your computer. This is a easier way to do it. All you do is you click on that logo right there, and it downloads. Once it downloads, you can take it, put it in your applications folder. All right, I go ahead and have it on my dock. All right, and then you want to go over here to virtual desktops. Just type in virtual desktops right here, and it should be one of the first ones that pop up, and you just can download the first version right there. Download that 0.50 beta 5, just right there. All right, once you downloaded both of these, this is the easy part. All right, you want to go up, open your virtual desktops. If it gives you a thing saying that it's not going to work, just press ignore. It'll work. Okay, on virtual desktops. And when you open up virtual desktops, you'll have a little window up here having 2 little squares, front and back, and this will be your little window for your virtual desktops. And you can go to system preferences and look at those, but you can only have up to 3 desktops, which is still fine. If you need more than that, I'd use Spaces, but I will show you how this works. Then you go to ShadowBook, open that up, and you have 2 little bars here, left and right. You want to adjust your bars so that when you slide your hand over it would be your right, my left in the video. But I'm going to take my hand and slide it over my speaker, and you see a little jolt in the bar here. And one more time, right there, a little jolt. Alright, and if you want your keyboard to flash, if you have the illuminate backlit keyboard, you hit that right there, and you'll see a little flash. You can shorten it or you can lengthen it, so your flash will go on and fade out. It's kind of cool if it's dark. And then you just put send notification when triggered, so you hit that right there, and then you guys watch this. Now I have my iTunes up, and I want to go to no desktop. Instead of doing Spaces, I just take my hand, wait over my left speaker, and it goes to the next desktop. Now I've got a brand new desktop to work on, and my hand, and number 3, it'll show in the middle, and my hand, and 1 more, and there. And I'll switch over to my external cam to show exactly how this works. ShadowBook open. I'm going to go ahead and take my hand, and it's the speaker right here. And I will just take my hand, and you can see my shadow because of the light. And I'll just take it and slide it over, and you see the desktops jump. And one more time. And one more time. I'll just keep going through them, showing the desktops. That easy. Hey guys, alright, that's been our tutorial on Expose. I'll be on next week because I've got midterms at college, so I'll be on next week doing more tutorials. Look forward to seeing those. Hit that subscribe button and rate this video. See ya.